Hello YouTube, LJ Draco here. So yes, this is the fourth out of these videos. Oh god, can't believe it. If you're wondering why I look so pooped, especially if you haven't seen the previous videos, it's because this video is one of four that I've recorded in the space of an hour 3 weeks ago from your time. See, for me, I've recorded 4 videos in an hour. But to you guys, you would have watched them one each week for the next 4 weeks. So it's 4 weeks of videos, but I mean, for like an hour. So that's kind of why I look a bit drained, because I've just done 3 and this is the last one. I'm kind of glad though, because this one doesn't deserve a lot of effort, to be honest. Maleficent. Now, I'm not going to talk about the story at all in this. This is purely just 2D, 3D comparisons. 2D of this is amazing. I do love the story to some degree. I think it's a great tale upon Maleficent instead of Sleeping Beauty, because in the original Sleeping Beauty it was all about Aurora and about how her journey became. And most live action movies, like for example, like Jungle Book and like Beauty and the Beast, these are about the same people from the original anime. Like, these are about the main heroes and stuff, and the main princesses and princes and lost boys and everything. Whereas this is not about Sleeping Beauty. This is about Maleficent, her version of the story, and that's why I kind of enjoyed it. Plus, I'm not gonna moan or complain. I think Angelina Jolie is actually a really good actress. I think she does a pretty good job. She's convincing. She's enjoyable. She can entertain the audience, which is what we want. But she plays a damn good Maleficent. And yeah, so the 2D of this gets a 5 out of 5 for me. The 3D, however, and this is why I say it doesn't deserve that much effort. When I first watched this, I noticed no 3D at all completely, so this was a 0. Like 100, hands down, 0. 3D just got no rating for me. And then after the new setup again, started noticing little bits of depth, but it was only here and there, here and there, here and there. Raised up to maybe like about a 1 or a 2, and that was it. Then the other day I put this on, and there was some reasonable depth now, like in my because I've obviously got a new TV, so my LG one that I've had for the past 2 years, and I tried it on this one, and the depth is beautiful. The depth is consistent. The depth is always there, and the depth is. I said depth too much now. It sounds weird. But there's just it's really enjoyable. You can see a lot. And yeah, it looks good. Problem is, there's absolutely no pop out whatsoever. I'm talking like 99% depth, 1% pop out. So I thought, okay, I'll try this on the VR. Maybe I might see something a bit different, like I did with Little Mermaid. Maybe put the VR on. Depth was there completely. 0% pop out. Alright, right, I'll take the VR off and I'll put the glasses back on, and I'll see if it does exactly like same thing with Little Mermaid. So I took the VR off, put my other glasses on, looked at the screen. The movie, yet again, depth wise, the depth alone is worth a 4.5 out of 5 stars. 0% pop. Now, an all depth movie does not diminish the story or anything. So like for example, it doesn't 100% need pop out to be a good 3D Blu-ray. For example, Zootropolis is a majority depth and it looks great. Difference between Zootropolis and this is this has scenes that was designed for pop. Zootropolis didn't. But this does. There's some scenes where pop should look fantastic. Like there's a scene in this where Aurora and Maleficent are by this little waterfall thing, and there's like these little glowing creatures, and they fly towards the screen, and they do that weird like blurry out background thing, like in Oz the Great and Powerful when that little water fairy does the the pop goes the weasel whistle, and you see him here, and there's like blurry depth, but you can still see really far. There was a scene like that for these glowy things, and nothing came out of the screen, or even something just close to out of the screen. 0% pop. And for me, that made me feel angry, because for a film that has design points of they're supposed to be good pop out, and there's none, that's a fail. So I only recommend this to people who don't care about pop out. But for me personally, it gets a 3 out of 5 star rating. Just because of that, I'm never going to watch the 3D of this again. Just purely, because I said I don't mind watching depth 3D movies, but when I'm watching a depth scene, and something's supposed to be pop out, but you can only see depth, then that's a fail. Because you should get a nice 50-50, you know, so that's only a 3 out of 5. Yeah, so that is it. Next week, there'll be a whole other set of videos I'm going to record on that Monday, and then release them for another 4 weeks. That is the end of this video. If you've enjoyed this video and previous videos, don't forget to strike like future videos. If you're new to my channel and only a couple of my videos, click that subscribe button down below. I would surely appreciate it. Anyway, take care, you wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people, and I shall see you next time. Bye-bye!
I'm not scared.